have done these first. Good afternoon, gamers. I knew that was going to be too much Jack Daniels. Today we're going to be making the French toast that I promised. I don't have a whole lot to say about on this episode, unfortunately. So this is mostly just going to be you watching me make it. Sad, I know. I'm not following a recipe, by the way. I don't like alcohol all that much, believe it or not. But I do have a pretty high alcohol tolerance. Okay, I can either do vanilla or I can do almond. Let's stick to the classics. I don't want to go too wild and crazy with this one. I can't remember what I said about being wild and crazy. Well, apparently I lied. Three, 4, 5, 6. I don't have red. Oh well. You know how French toast ends up like this golden yellow color? First time when I was a kid, I thought it looked sick, nasty. Of course, I was young and stupid then. I didn't know anything. But I'm hoping to emulate that, sort of. See, you knew there was a reason. It might not be a good one. Ooh, that looks so fun! I almost want to, like, fry this as is, see what happens. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. That is like, that is the color of a Lego brick. Better lighting. I suppose there is one thing I can talk about, and the fact that I posted the last video on Reddit. People did not like that. I honestly didn't expect them to like it. I made that for myself and thought, could be fun. I quickly read the rules and guidelines, and one of the things they mentioned was that if you make some shit intentionally, then there's a good chance it'll be taken down. So I posted it expecting it to be taken down. I don't know if it's taken down yet or not. I haven't checked it since it first went up. But if it is, I honestly would not be surprised. Felt kind of weird after I posted it because Well, this happens every time I post stuff on the internet where I get this really weird feeling of, oh my god, people are gonna see this. They might hate me. Or worse, they might love me. I just don't handle being on the internet very well. It's kind of weird, right? The thing that the media sells people is that you should be online. You should get tens of millions of thousands of subscribers. You should be hip and trendy, and I just don't jive with that. Like, I'm shy, IRL, but I feel like I'm shyer on the internet. I just don't talk to people at all there. So most of what I put on the internet is exposure theory, that's what I'm saying. And one of the comments on the Reddit was like, OP, are you high? No. Wasn't high then. Probably won't be high now. I mean, I'll be drunk. If even that. But I'm just like this, man. I don't do drugs. I don't like any drugs at all. That's probably because I am a drug. Okay, this is going to be a tricky camera setup because we're now much further away from the pan from last time since I'm about to use it. Stove, I mean, not the pan. And now we wait. While that's happening, I'm gonna have some leftover chicken. I made the sauce myself. I was going for a sesame chicken that I just quickly borrowed a recipe online, but it came out pretty runny like a vinaigrette. So I add stuff like ketchup and a bit of mayonnaise and honey to make it thicker. Tastes a bit more like orange sauce, honestly. And as you can see, the mayonnaise didn't really mix in, it just sort of clumped up like this. But you can just pretend it's sesame seeds, and it's no big issue. And while that's happening, I should at least soak one of these and let you see me soaking one for the sake of you seeing me soak one. And this one. Whee! Whee! You can't see that. Terrible camera angles all around. That's better. Whee! Doesn't that look so fun? I love it. Grabbed a bunch of cookbooks to stack on top of here. This looks a little curious. That's better. Okay, well, let's do this shit. Maybe it's a little more. Seems a little low. Yeah, about sand. Let's record this timer. See, all the recipes online call for, like, actual frickin' toast. You know, like, loaves. Loaves of toast rather than whatever this abomination is. Yeah, see, it's right there. I have no idea how to do this thing here. Wait for the half loaves, but not the full loaves. That's not what I meant to say. The uncooked. I gotta wait for the uncooked loaves, but not for the cooked loaves. That's what I meant to say. Quick alcohol break. I assure you, it will not burn in the amount of time it takes for an alcohol break. I smell wet dog. I hope that's not me. I told you. What are you doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I think that'll be the last one. I have a bunch left over, however, I didn't make enough batter for it. Like, this is enough for one side, but it's not enough for two. So here's what we're gonna do. And this might be a very bad idea. Let's pour it in and see what happens to it. There you go. Oh yeah. By the way, unrelated, but this is anxiety incarnate. I'm going to do a quick recording here because I just want to point out that in the camera, like, the light is making out a lot more yellow than it does, like, in reality. Just looking in here, it just looks a lot more blue and green and yellow. I actually think it looks better in the recording. It kind of just looks depressing with my eyes. I finally got to the part where there's like more alcohol than soda. So I'll be drinking a lot less of it now. Like just taking AB sips instead of large gulps. Anyway, you're gonna have to fix this now because this is in a very sorry state. And the way I intend to fix it is by covering it up entirely with ham. Before we do that, we're going to clean up the set real quick. Take out the trash. Do some housekeeping. Ice them. Feed them through the bowls. You get what I mean. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect it to be wet. They'll never suspect a thing. Okay, get quick recording of the final product. I learned last time that probably gonna need a couple of scene shots. I don't intend to post this on Reddit again, but it'll probably be good just to have a couple of good camera angles. For anything else I intend to do with this, you never know. And then we're gonna take this to Mrs. Mama. Ma, I made you French toast.
Why is the ham not green? And where are my green eggs?
You were expecting green eggs?
And ham.
Well, the ham isn't green, it's green eggs.
I was expecting
and ham.
I was expecting you to make me green eggs and ham. And I think we can both agree that the illustrations in the book, the ham was green.
Well, that's because of limited color palettes. Like, you know book publishers have limited amounts of ink, right? They might as well just make a big green blob.
No, I disagree. So why is it cold? I demand you make it right.
I don't know what right is.
Right?
It's green. What? Do you think I know what right is?
Why are you filming all this?
I'm feeling kind of dizzy and or spacey. Can't tell the difference right now. Wonder why. It's a disaster. An apple disaster. They'll never know what him. Is it the world that's depressed? Or is it just me? Fortunately, I already put soap in the other pan because I was done with it, so we're just gonna swap to another pan that family hardly ever uses for some reason. Probably is due to a whole lot of small cooking. That's like perfect for an egg, right? I'm not gonna make it green. I'll just do it as it cooks. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I have another fun story, I guess. 3:14. That's White Day, right? To all you weeabos out there. Well, that's a fact I know. I went to work on that day being like, I could probably share this information with like one or two people that I trust. Be like, hey, it's a white day today and no one's celebrating it. Well, apparently it's St. Louis Day that day too. Because 314 is the area code. So we had like a bunch of stickers being like, oh hey, St. Louis Day, put this on your uniform or else. So yeah, that completely overshadowed my day. Good times. This is how the ham's holding up right now. Quick update. There used to be this creamery in Georgia. I don't remember the name of the creamery, but it was out in like rural Dahlonega. And they had this specialty birthday cake ice cream. Oh, starting to smoke. Better do something a little bit fast or finish this up. Birthday cake ice cream that was blue. Because what they did is some step during the ice cream making process, they dumped like 12 drops of blue food coloring in it. And they also had sprinkles. And they didn't sell it for super long because a lot of people started complaining that it turned their poop blue or green. One of those two colors. The reason I'm telling you this is because I am about to make that same mistake by drinking the blue apple juice. Okay, we're gonna have to do this fast. Okay, egg ready, spatula. Probably use rubber ones. I'll make it work. Metal spatula at the ready. And we're going to use the gel green because it's a brighter color and we need a little brightness in our life right now. Okay, I definitely should use rubber cock. Yep, salvage. Ow. Karma. Starting to wish I seasoned this because this is just going to be like a plain scrambled egg now. I have this special turmeric blend that I like to put on my eggs, but I haven't been able to use it recently because eggs are fucking expensive. They're so expensive that my place at work, Schnucks, they put a sign out for the cold fridge department, to take any damaged eggs that aren't super trash and just mark the price down. That's how bad the price of eggs are right now. Okay, regarding the OP are you high comment, no, I'm not high. I feel like I do need to explain why I'm doing green right now. There used to be this like commercials for these, I don't know what they were called, but what they let you do is you make like candy, but it's gross, like it's spiders and worms and all the stuff that child girls would like be like, ew, gross, but boys were like, oh boy, I love that stuff. I never got one of those as a kid. And as a result, I'm making shit like this. Y'all better be glad that I wasn't super into COD or Fortnite at that age. Oh, this is blue. No, it's fine. This one's pretty good. Oh, what's happening? Well, you can't go on that. Look how fun this looks. These not the best. You know what? I'm not this over there. That was fine. There we go. Green eggs and ham. And it's not green eggs and green ham. It's green eggs and ham. Big distinction. Okay, new problem. I don't know what to do with the rest of this sauce. If you have an idea, leave the idea in the comment section below. Do all the fun YouTube stuff like and subscribe and ring the bell and share it with your friends and sacrifice your first newborn. I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not even gonna pretend to be a YouTuber, man. It's just not my way of life. I don't see why it couldn't be my way of life, though. I mean, just start recording, and eventually you might get views, or you might not. But as I said earlier, like, the internet terrifies me, man. If I wanted to be a YouTuber, I probably would have been a YouTuber already. I've had lots of fun ideas for things I could do for content, such as, like, take some of my friends and just find some random underwear such as boxers or boxer briefs that have like the weirdest and strangest designs on them and rank them based on how your girlfriend would react if you were trying to have sex with her in that moment. I thought that would be a pretty great idea, but I have not done that yet because I just don't want to get the camera out and do stuff like that. Maybe that's just me, though. Like, I feel like all of my friends are more socially adept than I am. Is adept the right word? You know what I mean. I'm more of a listener than a talker, if you haven't noticed. Like, that's why I have long pauses. I'm just doing these weird, like, I say this, and then I say this, you know, like that. Anyway, we're toasting this right now because Mrs. Mama wanted it hot, so we're gonna make it hot. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna pull up a YouTube video of like one of the streamers. I was watching Mint earlier before I started this. I'll probably just keep watching that now. Come back to this when it's ready. So see you then. So how's the Eurovision going?
So good.
Okay, reaction. And here's your fork.
This is blue, not green.
Yeah.
Are you colorblind?
It's green eggs. And ham. It's not green eggs and green ham.
Do you like the soundtrack?
Is this the sound of green eggs and ham?
Sure.
Okay.
And milkshakes.
I also left a tiny bit of batter that I didn't know what else to do with since it would only cover like half of one side.
It's sweet.
Oh, that's good.
I think I would have liked more green eggs.
Okay.
I like eggs.
You don't care if they're green?
I like eggs.
Does the ham taste any different from usual ham? Because I soaked it in applesauce. I don't know if that did anything.
Yeah, soaked it in what?
Applesauce.
I would have gone with apple juice. It is a little sweet.
That's what I meant, apple juice.
Yeah, a little sweet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I don't know what you did to this French toast, but it's sad. Did you have any?
I had a couple and I was like, yeah, this is okay.
Sad.
It's not like
Sad.
spectacular, but
It's sad.
it's French toast and you can't go wrong with French toast.
can.
I thought it was okay.
You can, because this is sad. It is limp and floppy and sad.
Okay, you can blame the bread for that, not the French toast
No,
batter.
You didn't cook it long enough. You didn't make it crispy.
Okay.
I want you. No, it just needs
What does this need?
cheese. You know you're not going to be able to monetize this video because this is copyrighted music.
I'm not a YouTuber. Okay, I'm gonna speed run making some actually good scrambled egg, and while we're doing that, we're gonna do some final thoughts. YouTube transition. Why does green bread exist? That's the underlying question, man. This was a terrible idea from start to finish. At every turn, it's like, oh god, what am I doing? Most of that's just because I'm a terrible cook, but some of that's because, what do you do with small loaves of green bread? The best you can probably do is just find a sauce. Where's this gonna work? Yeah, find some kind of sauce with spread and put it on that like you would any other regular bread. But at the end of the day, it's just like green bread. Bread was never meant to be green. Rosemary. Why do we not have rosemary? Tarragon. It's a good substitute. So yeah, those are my final thoughts, I suppose. As for why I'm recording all of this, other than to showcase me making crappy food, because I make crappy food on the regular, I suppose it's just a time capsule of what this house was like when I was 21. Because I'm going to forget that information. I've already forgotten what it was like 2 years ago, and it was drastically different then. Big cayenne. Not a lot. And then garlic. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think. There will not be a sequel. There will not be a sequel to this ever. So if you enjoyed it, cope. I don't know how many of you are out there that enjoyed such a thing, but if there's anyone out there, cope. As I've probably said before, most of what this channel is, Corby S'mores channel, is a bunch of unlisted videos I share around friends. Some of that might escape someday. In fact, currently there's 3 Story of a Triangle things, which I made back in middle school, that I'm considering unlisting right now. Still on the fence about it though, because that's my first content ever. Is there anything you can expect from Corby S'mores? Probably not. I might gather my friends together and start streaming someday, because I do have some friends that are interested in that, and I can totally help them do that. It's just, I'm not the person that likes being on camera. It's them. Well, not even. They can hold a conversation better than me. That doesn't mean they're good at the whole YouTube thing. And see, I'm not. I don't even pretend to be good at the YouTube thing, unlike some people out in the world. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. Enjoy me making red as the video ends. Running out of spatulas here. Okay, you know, I'm not that great cooking, but I can make some killer tomato soup.